Good morning, everyone. Just hopping on here, I have no idea what's going to come out. Decided to pull some cards. Let's see what's going on, shall we? This is the shamanic, what's this? Shamanic medicine. Shamanic medicine cards. I've just got in from the school run. Emotions be emotioning. It's like up, down, sideways. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. This one. Birds. Freedom. 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 Woo! Absolutely. Sea creatures. Immersion. I know what is coming. I know what this is all about. Freedom. Immersion. In fact, that is it from those two cards. Energy. What is the energy that matches this? How are you vibing? How are you feeling? Are you getting yourself prepared? Because we are on the precipice of something big. I'm seeing the picture of this almighty tsunami wave. And in the collective, I've seen this many, many times before. In the collective, that's us as a body. That's us as an energetic frequency of being a body all together. Those of us that are on the awakening journey and they've snapped out the matrix thinking they're awake, they're listening, they're hearing spirit. There's some of us that are at the bottom of that wave, like they've just started their awakening, and they're on a timeline. And then higher up the wave, there's another bunch of people that have been on the awakening journey maybe a few years. They're a bit more savvy to it. They're a bit more in tune. They're breaking away more and more to, yeah, I'm hearing, whoa, they're chattering. You've been on the awakening journey for maybe a couple of years and you've disconnected some things, but you're still kind of plugged in other areas to the world and the way that it presents. And there's some of us up higher and higher. And we've been on this journey for quite some time now, and we're long enough to know and sniff bullshit, and long enough to know when we're in the wrong place, or when we're angry because we need to move, or we need to shift, or we need to adjust our focus. I'm seeing a compass and I'm seeing it going from north to here to there, and very clear messages are coming through, right? Move away from there, get in line, stand over here, stick with this person, stay in this group, stop your bullshit, blah blah blah. We're hearing it more, and we're at the top. Some of us are at the top of this wave, and I know that I'm there myself. I'm at the top of this wave, and I can see the white froth, the point of the wave where it's starting to break, and it's starting to come back down. It's starting to descend back into that world of chaos, and it's time to act. It's not my journey of what I've done, that self-discovery. It's now coming back down, heaven on earth. It's coming back down to make a difference with all that knowledge and all that wisdom. It's coming back down. It's integrating, it's immersing yourself back into the world. I had this dream, again, it's always through dreams. It was such a weird dream, but it made me giggle. I was living in an apartment, multi-storied apartment. It's not where I live in a house that's semi-detached, but in this dream I was in this apartment, and there were stairwells, and on each of the stairwells there was like a flat kind of corridor of kind of a communal space before you went down the stairs and up the stairs. And there was some sort of event going on, and lots of people were arriving at these apartments, or sort of like a hotel, I don't know what it was, but this event was taking place, and all these parents were arriving with their children's backpacks for the weekend, and all these little outbreaks of like courses and activities were taking place throughout the hotel. And I was in my underwear doing ballet and pirouetting in the corridor, the public corridor, but I was like, but I live here, and I had my legs up, and I was just like dancing, and I didn't give a shit, and I was just dancing in this corridor with my daughter, and I was hardly wearing any clothes. I was naked, and I was abandoned, and I was just enjoying dancing. And my partner was there, and he was kind of half in the world, half smiling at me like, I get you. But he was like, you might have to actually just move out the way a little bit, Bex, because there's people that need to walk past you. And I was like, if I must. But I was just like, didn't care. And then I was thinking, I'm supposed to be at one of these events. I've signed up for one of these courses, and I literally can't be bothered to engage in any of this. All I want to do is dance abandoned. But it was like I was being called I'm hearing a message. I know what this is all about now. It's suddenly making sense to me. I was being called to go and integrate myself with them, despite the fact that I knew I was in the apartment, but not of the apartment. I wasn't in their mindset. I wasn't interested in what they were doing. I wasn't interested in their backpacks and their closed off opinions. Just, I'm taking my son and daughter to this course and blah, blah, blah. And they would look so unhappy, dropping their kids off like bored, and just, there was no life in their eyes. It was just like, well, this is what we do. We've signed these kids up for this thing. We've agreed to come here. But oh my goodness, the parents just looked like they wanted to go home and drink themselves into oblivion. But I was there and I was just dancing. And I didn't care that I was naked. Well, not naked, I was in my underwear, but I just didn't care. But Jeremy was kind of like, well, you kind of need to go and you do have to join them at some point, you know. And I think this is it. We're coming back down. We've spent time on our own. I want to cry. When you've seen the contrast of living a spirit-filled life, when you see, wasn't expecting this, when you see and taste and see that God is good and the universe is good and life is good, and then you look at the state of the fudging world, it makes me so sad and angry. That we have to fight, that we have to be in this position where people are so asleep that you look and sound like an alien and they're looking at you while you're pirouetting in your pants, girl. I'll tell you why I'm pirouetting my pants, because I'm not here. I'm not here in this. None of what you think's important is important to me. But some part of me wants to integrate, but I kind of need to get over this anger. I'm really angry. Sorry, just had to take a minute there because I was getting a personal download. Spirit asked me, why are you angry? And my instant response was, I'm angry because they haven't listened. And I've been in church, I've left church, I've fought against religiosity, I've fought to be Jesus, to be Christ. I've fought to be the embodiment of that love and that forgiveness and that joy and that healing. I've fought to be this against all the voices, against all the criticism. The religious people are probably the worst. The people that are in structures, or in whatever structure, whether they're in the world structure and what I do doesn't make sense, or whether they're in a Christian structure and they think I don't make sense. They're waiting for me to fail. They've literally told me, you're of the devil. You need to change your ways because otherwise you're going to be cursed and you're going to lose it. Even the devil can dress as an angel of light, blah, blah, blah. I know my heart. And I know that what I hold is important and has life-changing qualities. And I'm hearing now, he's telling me, they will listen. So I've got to go back around again. And there's part of me that's like, why? Don't want to. They never understood Jesus. They're never going to understand me. But I'm hearing they will listen. And somebody prophesied at me once and they said they will listen. And I'm just hearing it echoing in my ears. This is for someone too. Like, you've been rejected. They've not listened to you. They called you like a freak. They don't understand you. You're like an alien in the world and you've tried to fit in and it never worked. And it's okay. I understand. That's why we've got each other. That's why, like birds of a feather, flock together. I want to stand for the people that felt like that. We were the outcasts. We were the weirdos. We were the ones that broke the grain. We've broken it. We've broken the path. We've pioneered. We've gone. We've trusted this. And we've walked out from amongst them. And we have to forgive them and go back. Because what we've got is fruit that will save and transform. We've got to go back. Love you.